This conference will now be recorded.
Good morning, students. Now, today our class on two important drugs we are discussing. One is kunkuma, that is kesar, what we call kesari or kesar, and another is kumari. Both are the drugs which are important in Varnya for the complexion and for female health. So these are the drugs which we are going to see today. One is kunkuma, another is kumari. Kunkuma, you can see on the screen. It's on the left side you can see the flower of kunkuma, and on the right side you can see the gynoecium part of it. That is the useful part. Useful part is the gynoecium. So that is the style and stigma part of this kunkuma flower is called as kunkuma useful part, not the whole plant, only the style and stigma. You can clearly see it is having a trifid, means tri heads. The stigma is having three stigma are there, style is there, so trifid. So you can see the three heads are of the style are found there. So that is one of the good characteristic feature which is having a very bright orange red color. Most of the time we will not get this, we are getting another thing in the name of this kunkuma. I will show what are those things which we will get in the name of kunkuma. So you should remember kunkuma is kesar, that is the, what is the useful part? Useful part is style and stigma. That is the only useful part of the kunkuma plant. The scientific name is Crocus sativus and family is Iridaceae. Crocus sativus and Iridaceae. So this is one more, just for the sake of seeing how it looks, that bright red color I have kept there. So it belongs to Shonita Stapana Gana in Charaka Samhita in Dashaimanis. Shonita Stapana Gana. What is Shonita Stapana? Shonita is blood. Stapana is it is going to stop the bleeding. Whenever we need to stop bleeding, you can give this Shonita Stapana Gana drugs. It is mentioned there, and it is mentioned in Eladigana in Susruta. Eladigana drugs are having all are very aromatic and which are stimulant. Aromatic stimulant drugs are mentioned in this Gana. So they are having, they are useful for Varnya property. They are useful for Mukha rogas. They are useful for skin disorders, etc. So Bhava Prakasha mentioned in Karpuradi Gana. Again, this is also Karpuradi Varga is also having the drugs which are having some smell in them and which are useful. So just I kept this sloka so that you will understand what are different types of this kunkuma. So there are some scientific synonyms are there. You can find this is having raktam. So blood synonyms are there for it, and it is Kashmiram because it is available. It is grown or cultivated in Kashmir, and which is the best variety. And there is Varam means it is the best, and it is also available from Bahlika Desh. Bahlika is somewhat we can find from Afghanistan to Iran area. So that area also it is available. That's why there is one more variety. And Shonita Abhidam. Abhida means names. Shonita. All names of blood are also names of kunkuma. So there are three varieties you can see from the sloka. Kashmira Deshe, Bahlika Deshastha, and there is one more is there, that is third variety, that is Parasika variety. So Kashmira Desha is having very thin kesaras and ricium, and it is having Padma Gandhi, means it is having the smell of the lotus. That is the best one which is called. And Bahlika Desha, it is having some Pandra, means light yellowish color, yellowish red will be there, and it is having Ketaki, that is we have the smell of Ketaki, and in Kunkuma From Parashika, it is Ishat Pandra, very light yellowish tinge will be there, and it is having Madhugandhi, it is having of honey smell. So you can, it is used in Shiroruk, headache, it is one of the good drug. It is in Vranas also, in Jantus means where there worm infestation, it is good. It is one of the good drug in vomiting. Vamiharam, Varnium, it is one of the good Varnia. Kunkuma, when it comes to our mind, it is, everybody knows it is Varnia drug. It is improving complexion. So, and Vyanga dosha trayapaham. So, Vyanga is the blackish discoloration that comes on the face. So, for that, the Kunkuma is one of the best drug. So, for that, there are different applications in the market. Also, you will get Kunkumadi Lepa, Kunkumadi Taila, etc. are available, which are very good for removing that Vyanga. So, it is Katutikta and Ushnavirya. So, what are the synonyms? It is Kunkuma, Gusruda, Rakta, and based on the place of availability, Kashmir and Bahlika. So, in English, it is called saffron. Some Jaffran is also there, and Kesar in Hindi. So you can see how it is. It is, you can see the calms, which are like our onion bulbs, how it will be there. Calms are modification of stem. You can see here in the down. So like onion bulbs, it is there. So from there, a greenish leaf tufts will come in between. The flower will be coming, and you can see the Kesaras, that is andrecium. There are in each plant you can find 3, isn't it? And again they are having different heads. So you can find in one, you can find 3 styles which are divided, and again stigma is also there. It is so you see the actual plant, how it is like a grass lily type, isn't it? Lily type, and you can see the 3 styles are coming out, and you can find the stigma. This is one more. These are andrecium. This is gynecium. Actually, gynecium is the part which we are using. Stree kesara. Gynecium is stree kesara. So flower is violet, bluish violet color, and you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 petals are there. So where it is available in India, in Kashmir Valley, it is cultivated at about 1600 meters height, and even in South Europe it is there, Spain it is there, Iran, that is Parashika Desha, it is available. Europe also some areas it is grown. In China also some Himalayan areas they are growing this, Tibet area. So it is a perennial herb, means because of that coming from the calms again growth will occur. It is a perennial, it grows up to 45 centimeter, means half a meter. Onion like calms are there, no stem is there. Stem is that modification calm, and radical leaves are grass like, means where which are coming at the base, they are called radical leaves. They are like grass, and above they will be like some funnel. Flower is single, in each calm only one flower will come, or sometimes bunch it will come, but mostly single, bluish red. Usually in Sharad Rutu it will be coming, that is November December area. So funnel shape perianth will be there. 3 stamens are coming and yellow anthers, but this is not the usual part. Style outside perianth and orange colored, green gram size, divided or undivided. Sometimes there is a 3 separation will be there, sometimes no separation. Fruit is capsule. So this is morphology. So you can see here how the kunkuma, actual kunkuma is looking. You can see this stigma part and style part. Even stigma part is having trifid. So stigma, it is three stigmas will be there, and 2.5 centimeter long, bright red to brownish red, dentate, means when you see the stigma it is dentate. Style is 1 centimeter long, cylindrical, yellowish brown to yellowish orange. We can get a strong characteristic odor of kesar. That is what they say Padma Gandhi. It is there, and the taste is sugandhi, means even taste is having some sugandha, and bitter taste will be there. So collection, seeds or calms both. either stem part or seeds, both can be used. Usually, because it is a very costly product and sale is in crores of rupees, thousands of crores. The trade will happen, and 1 acre will get around 50 pound wet, and if it is dried, it becomes 10 pound. Flowers usually picked before sunrise, flowers to be picked, that otherwise all they will fall down. So stigma collected from the flowers and dried on mandagni, so otherwise it will not dry up, and then there will be fungus and the color will be lost. Stored always in non-transparent vessels, because the light is going to change that. So there are some other things which are there in the name of, because kunkuma is very costly and it is mostly worldwide, it is having very fame for this color. So many, so it is too costly, that's why there is adulteration. So what are the adulterants? You can see the anthers are split petals of saffron flower, same plant, these are also used, one adulterant. Second is marigold. You know the marigold flower, that it is having two types of corolla. Outside that big petals will be there, and inside there are ligulate, means tongue shaped small corolla will be there. Those are also used. And calendula flowers also, tubular florets of this also will be used. And stigma of Mary's flower also used. And in most commonly used is kusumba flower is its corolla, same marigold type. Kusumba flower corolla is the most commonly used in India, that also used. The material is sometimes artificially colored, because marigold, calendula, you may not get that red color. So what people do is adding some artificial color to it. And because when you put color, test is also one of the test I will show. For that reason, to get the color, people are adding some different color, so that test will be false positive. So what they do is, usually these marigold etc., they are petals, that's why they are light in weight, whereas this style stigma are somewhat weight. So that is also one of the thing to identify. That's why people add honey or fat or oil to change the texture, because that shading should come and white should increase. That's why that is also one of the things they are going to add. Even original thing also, kesar, they add this oil or fat, so that instead of 100 mg you will feel that 200 mg, you pay double the cost. So there are some tests, because it is very costly. We can also know some of the tests which are easy to do, and which we can identify, because we use kesar in our treatment. And when somebody, we ask them also, if they buy, we will be able to tell, isn't it? So here, when sprinkled on sulfuric acid, just sulfuric acid, stigma turned blue immediately. So if it is original, then it turns into blue, then it again turns into purple, and then to red. So immediately it comes blue, then it later it goes into the red color if you put sulfuric acid. The stamens of safflower, that is kusumba, and florets of marigold, that is one of the identification. We have to see from the spreading on the paper and or on a slide, and we have to find out these are not present, because most of the time people will mix them. Not only pure safflower or marigold will not be kept, they will keep these kunkuma and this also. So we have to make these things, and there will be this corn silk, isn't it? You know, these corns, they will have the silky fibers are coming, so they also will be dried, and they will also be um, added with some color, artificial color, and they will do that. That is organic dyes. I will tell what are the colors. So if you want to find some dyes are there, you have to add 0.1 gram in 10 ml, then keep 15 minutes and frequent shaking. Filter 1 gram of decolorizing charcoal, then filtrate is colorless. This is called color correct test. Means if it is not getting colorless, means artificial colors are added to it. So macerate in 10 gram in 5 ml alcohol or methanol. Means maceration means you take that powder, put it in this and shake. That is called maceration with a glass rod, or we have to manually shake. A distinct greenish yellow color to the liquid with the corresponding quantity of kunkuma in either or chloroform or solvent remains almost colorless. So if you put it in alcohol, so you have to get that color, yellow color. Absence of fixed oil or glycerin. So because I told they are adding oil or glycerin to increase the weight, we have to take that and put it in a filter paper and press. If oil is there, you can see the stains of oil on the filter paper. This is simple test. So this is how we can see why, because I am concentrating on this, because here we know anybody know that it is vernia, it is very good stimulant and it is very good drug. And the problem is with adulteration. One should very clearly know about adulteration. Yellowish style, broken or intact with trifid stigma. That is what I told. Stigma is dark red and it is cornucopia shaped, fimbriate in margin. So these are the things. Aromatic, strongly, taste bitter. So microscope also you can find this trichomes, numerous cylindrical papillae, etc. So phytochemistry, it is having three chemicals called picrochrocin, a glycoside, crocetin, coloring agent, which is used for foods. Actually, this is also one of the things which is used for making many of the sweets in which the color is obtained from this kunkuma is a very good color. Very small piece of it, if it is put, you will get a good color. That is a naturally permitted and very good natural color for food. So it is used for that, and even for vernia lepas, which are even what we call cosmetics. If you add this, then this coloring agent, it will give a good color. So these crocin, picrochrocin are for internal utilization. So rasapanchaka, so it is having tikta and katu, vipaka is katu, guna is snigdha, and having Ushnavirya drug. It is a very, we have to see that it is having Ushnavirya and it causes the Ushna effects in body if it is taken in excess, because some people will be taking over quantity, that is overdosage will happen. People think that by taking this we can get, by taking more quantity within short time somebody can get good complexion, or this is given to the actually pregnant women also for getting child with good complexion. So people with over anxiousness, and so they will be taking more in one time, so it will be very toxic. It is having Ushnavirya and it will cause of dangerous effects. So it should be given in small quantity, and its prabhava is vernia, and one of the good vernia dravya in the world, that we should remember. The karmas, what are the pharmacological actions? You can find it is Tridoshahara drug. That is what the some of the drugs which are very having high quality or more potent drugs are having this type of Tridoshahara property. And it is the best vernia karma drug, and I told this is a very good stimulant. It is having ushnata in it, and some bit of tikshnata is there, and it is very good stimulant, and it is stimulant to the heart, stimulant to the brain, and it can be used to arouse persons from comatose condition, or somebody is very dull, and because some people, because of the cold, sometimes there will be dullness and people will become very dull, etc. So to remove that cold effect also, this stimulant effect can be given. Somebody becomes very cool, body becomes cool, and at that time we have to raise the temperature. That is hypothermia conditions also, we have to give this, and then that person gets stimulant and hotness in the body. That is what one of the thing. So excess, it is going to cause madakata, CNS depression will happen, that we should remember. And Vedana Stapana, it is because of that externally, I told in headache it is used, externally it can be applied, but it is costly, bit costly thing. So Crimigna action is one of the thing, it is one of the thing, very good Crimigna drug, but we have to see when we have to give Crimigna, it is with this costly drug, isn't it? So Uttejaka stimulant activity, for that on Hrudya we can give, and Rakta Prasadaka Dravya. It is one of the good Vajikarana because of the stimulant activity again. It is a good stimulant on Vajikarana, Vajikarana stimulant and Hrudya stimulant. We should remember. Even on CNS stimulant on it. It is because I told no Garbhasaya Sankochaka Artavajanana. So Artavajanana etc. can be used in before menarche, but Garbhasaya Sankochaka we should remember. So in pregnancy it should be given with care. That's why I told people will be taking in excess quantity, then it may cause this Garbhasaya Sankosha threatened abortions. It is dangerous. That should be remembered when we are suggesting, or when people ask you, you should tell them care should be taken to take very less quantity, not before third month, fourth month, that side, isn't it? So then it is also having a mutral diuretic effect, and it is a Sweda Janana, it is diaphoretic, and that's why it is useful in Jara. And it is one of the Balya drug. Why? Because of stimulant. It is one of the good Dhatu Dipana drug. So what are the indications? There you have seen in the sloka, it is Vyangatrayabham. Three Vadaja, Pitaja, Kapaja, Sanipatajani may be there. At all types of Vyanga, Kumkuma is one of the good drug. And it is all Varna Vikaras. Wherever there is complexion problems, skin color, etc., you can advise this for Varna Vikaras. It is one of the good drug in Shiro Rogas. It is used in Drishti. In Netra Vikaras also, this is one of the drug mentioned. And in Vranas, Rumi, etc. also is there. Vamiharam, in vomiting, somebody is getting more vomitings. To stop vomitings, this Vamihara drug. So to stop vomiting, it can be given. So that's why it is centrally acting drug. Centrally acting, it depresses the vomiting center, and it stops the vomiting. So in Atisara Agnimandya also it can be given, because it is having effect on the peristalsis also. So stops. That's why whenever somebody is taking more, if constipation is there, you see that because the drug is causing. So it is Atisarahara drug. In Agnimandya it can be given. Kruddhaurbalya it can be given. Dvajabhanga, where ejaculatory problems are there, it can be given. See, you need not give it Vami, Atisara, etc., Krumi, because so many drugs are available, costly drug, but Kruddhaurbalya, Dvajabhanga, at these Varnia, there it can be given. Rajorodha, where menarche not happened, there it can be given. Dysmenorrhea conditions also, this drug can be given. Post pregnancy, Garbhasaya Shodhana, after delivery, usually it will be given, because Garbhasaya Sankocha is needed for placenta coming out, and then Garbhasaya has to contract. For that better thing, it will be given, and people also get for the sake of Varnya also it will be useful for them. And it is one of the good Rasayana rejuvenatory drug. So some of the conditions, so Kashta Artava, dysmenorrhea, 500 mg to 1 gram to reduce pain and regularize the mention. Severe dysmenorrhea is there, then you have to give, don't try in normal condition, because too costly. 500 mg is 2000 rupees. So Stanya Vruddhi, to improve the milk lactation in mothers when there is a big problem, then it can be applied on Lepa. It is a stimulant there. Mutra Ghata, when there is obstruction to the urination, etc., then 1 gram of kesara soaked in madhu mixed with water overnight and given for drinking. This is Amayuk Prayavas. So in children, usually cold will be affecting. There also in hot milk, kesar, a piece of kesar should be added, and can be given for drinking as well as application on head and chest, because it causes heat in body. That is one of the Ushna drug, very Ushna drug. So in Surya Varta Ardha Vedaka, there also kesara with sharkara and ghee as a nashya can be given. So migraine and these conditions it can be given. Headache, just application, external application along with ghee or milk. So in children, Atisara, Admana, Udarashula, if it is there, external internal can be given. But some of the things, it is costly, we have to see where it has to be given. So dose is 250 mg to 500 mg, therapeutical dose and internal dose, and externally there are, you have to see based on the quantity. And yogas, Kumkumadi Kruta, Kumkumadi Taila, Kumkumadi Lepa is there, and even in Chavanprash, in some books they have given Chavanprash modified added with this kesar is there. In Vaishya Ratnavali Yoga is there, Chavanprash with kesar. So again, adulteration, style andricium, inner perion, this Calendula officinalis, and kusumba. These are the things you remember. Methyl orange to give the thing which is added to these flowers, florets, etc. to that color of actual thing. So we have to find out methyl orange is present or not and kusumba. So these are the colors. Again, tests I have given here. So with this, we have finished Kunkuma drug, which is very important, stimulant, which is very important, Varnia drug. So now we'll move to another drug, that is Kumari.
Excuse me, sir, I have a question. Sir, you said that the virya of Kesar is actually Ushna, but then how is it Tridosha Hara?
Because only it is not working on virya, isn't it? So it is having which rasa, tikta rasa, isn't it? So
So, but it has Katu also.
Katu is also there. That's why some of the times we cannot explain that how it happens, because Ushnavirya effects you can see all over the body. But Tridoshaharatva, we are using it in Vata disorders where Vedana is there. We are using in the Pitta disorders where Rakta Vikaras are there. We are also using in some of the disorders like cold, isn't it? Cold, Swasa,
Yes, sir.
Kasa, etc. We are using. Based on this, its action, we are telling that it is having Tridoshaharatva. How it is Tridoshaharatva we are telling? Because it is mentioned in Vamana. What is called Vamiharam, Atisaraharam, where it is controlling the Vata, isn't it? It is even used in Pakshagatas also. In Pakshagata also it is given. There also it is as a stimulant, it is given. So in suppose Rudya, suppose I told no, body becomes very cool. So and the person is in comatose condition. We are giving where what we are stimulating? We are stimulating the Vata. So it is useful in Vata condition. It is useful in Pitta condition like Varnya, Rakta dosha, and Rajoroda, etc. It is mentioned. In Kapha disorders like Swasa, Kasa, Pratishaya, etc. are also it is mentioned. Based on this, it is called as Tridoshahara drug. The action is the thing which we have to consider, isn't it? Sometimes
Yes, sir.
the what Rasaguna Viriyapakas are there, they may be having action. One may be having one action, one may be having one action. So ultimate action we have to see based on its karma, isn't it? Based on the karma, it is Tridoshahara. Maybe it is having a different Rasaguna Viriyapakas, isn't it? That is we call Vichitra Pratyayarabdha, isn't it? Vichitra Pratyayarabdha Prabhava will be there. So not all will be having similar action. One may be having one action, one may be having one action, and some action we cannot find. That is what we are telling in the Prabhava. Dravya Prabhavat, Guna Prabhavat, Dravya Guna Prabhavat. So some are because of Guna Prabhava, means Ushnata is helpful in Swasakasa. Ushnata is helpful in stimulation. Isn't it? Ushnata is helpful in Rajoroda. We can explain that action, but it is acting on three different doshas there. How that is, we can attribute this property of that drug as Prabhava. That is Dravya Janita Prabhava. Isn't it? So some drugs
Yes,
will
sir.
have the Dravya Janita Prabhava. We cannot explain. Prabhava is rasadisami at karma visishtam. That karma
Yes,
visishtam is
sir.
Tridoshaharatva. Many of the times Tridoshaharatva is a Prabhava only, isn't it? Some
Yes, sir.
drugs can
Thank you,
be
sir.
some drugs can be Tridosha Kopakas also, because that is the nature. Okay, now we will come to Kumari. So Kumari is aloe vera or aloe barbadensis, both are same. Aloe barbadensis or aloe vera are same. So it is a liliaceae member because from Barbadans Islands, from where it has come to worldwide. So because of that, that name is given. It is found even in India. It is well grown and it is now cultivated. And liliaceae. There are some other aloe vera genus, other species are also available, but mostly this is considered as Kumari. Others also can be taken, but we have to see which cannot be taken. Liliaceae is the family. Many might have seen this plant, isn't it? So this is the plant which is grown even in pots in many of the houses, gardens, and it is grown as a fencing also. So this is in aloe vera or barbadensis. You can see these white spots are there, dot that can be seen on this, and some dentate margin is found here. you can find the spinous margin will be seen on this. And this is the succulent leaves are found. They are thick, and when you crush them, there is a white gelatinous liquid will come out of it. And at the end, you can see the sharp edges are there, and here mostly entire, but you can find the spines in between. And this is the inflorescence. So we can see the inflorescence is a stalk will come from the center of the leaves, and a very long stalk will be there. You can see beautiful orange red flowers which are found on a spike, that is a racemose inflorescence can be seen, and tubular corolla can be seen on it, a very attractive flowers. So some synonyms are there. It is called Gruhakanya or Grutakumarika because of usefulness in the young girls, and it is common Indian yellow. We found Musabbar is one of the name because the in between the if you cut the leaf, whatever that gelatinous material is coming, that if it is kept aside, it will dry and it will come into dry black colored crystals, that is called musabbar. So this is also used because that is the most commonly used thing earlier. Fresh gelatinous gel material will be used nowadays for cosmetic purposes and therapeutically. This nowadays we can find everywhere. It is a perennial because it lives for many years. It is a very small herb of 1 to 2 feet. Fleshy leaves of 15-inch long, ghee-like yellowish resin. Inside leaves we can find flowers, flower stalk reddish yellow, fruit is lacricidal capsule. This is morphology. So we can find glycosides, berbeloin. This is light yellow glycoside, isoberbeloin, and yellow amidin. These are the three things which are present in it. So you can see. Mute the mic. Mute the mic. Kumari, Gruhakanya, Kanya, Grutkamarika are the synonyms. It is one of the good drug for Vedana Karma. It is having Shitavirya, Tiktarasa. It is useful as a Netriya. For eyes, it is good. It is one of the good Rasayana drug. It is having Madhurrasa along with Tikta. It is Brahmana. It is Balya. It is Vrishya and Visha Pranut. In Visha Vikaras, it is used. So many disorders they have mentioned here. Grandhi, Dagdha Vranas, Agni Dagdhas means burns. Burn injuries, it is one of the good thing. Directly we can apply that yellowish resinous material coming out. It can be applied, one of the good drug in Vispotas. And Pitta Rakta disorders, skin disorders, it is one of the good drug. You can use even in Vruddhi, in Pliha Vikaras, Yakrut Vikaras, means liver and splenic disorders also it is having very good utility. So Tikta Madhurrasa, Katavipaka, you can see the Pichilata, Snigdhata can be found, and it is Guru and Shitavirya drug. So here yellow will be Laguruksha Vishna, means what is yellow? Yellow is when you are collecting that that musabbar is having some Ushnata. So here we can see Kapha Pitta Haratva, but even Sloka, some Vata Haratva property is there, but mostly it is Kapha Pitta Hara. Vedana is there, Deepana Pachana, but the Vedana is one of the things when we give the, it is on the stool, this effect can be seen. Shodha Hara, we can use in any inflammatory condition. We can use in the injuries or ulcers, this can be applied. I told very specifically it can be used in the any Vranas we can use, but specifically in more better drug in burns. It is Netriya, it is Shonita Stapana, it is having a diuretic effect, it is useful as a Vrishya, and Garbhashay Peshi Uttejaka, it is going to contract the uterus muscles, and it is Arthavajanana. So we should be careful when we are giving to the pregnants, and it is Garbhasrava Kara. So that's why we should not give it in pregnants. And in excess, if somebody gives, it is going to cause virechana. It is a Vedana drug, so it causes virechana, and it is Krumigna also, but we should be careful. So Vranas, how it should be used? It can be mixed with Haridra, and that can be applied as a lepa. So what it will do, it will reduce the daha burning and it will reduce the inflammation. External application we can use in Sthana Shodhas, Netrabhishanda, conjunctivitis, in Arshas, hemorrhoids we can use. In all skin disorders, it can be used external application. In Agnidagdha Varanas, where there is burn injuries, it can be externally applied. So Basti, enema can be given with yellow. In Sutra Krimi, in tapeworm infestation, this can be given. In Anartava, because it is one of the drug used in Kumari, the name is coming because it can be used in Anartava. In menarche, who have not attained menarche, this musabbar, that black colored dried resin will be given. Rajoroda, there also yellow varti can be given. Pejari has to be given, vaginal pejari has to be given. So this is one thing. So this Shukra Dhaurbalya Swarasa can be given, Mutra Vikaras Swarasa can be given, diuretic drug. So Swarasa, it has to be given 10 to 20 ml. That aloe, I told that aloe is the musabbar. We have that dried one, it should be given only 125 to 250 mg because it is dried, water has gone, so it that becomes lower in dose. So with this, we have completed 2 drugs, which are Kumari and Kumkuma. So anybody is having any doubt, you can ask now. So what you can do today is, you can go through some of the Nigantus. E-Nigantu is there. You search this Kumari and Kumkuma and take the slokas and put it in one word file, isn't it? Kumari one word file and Kumkuma in another word file. So copy the slokas. From them you enlist karmas and disorders mentioned. So what are the diseases mentioned for Kumkuma? What are the diseases mentioned for Kumari? And what are the karmas mentioned for them? You can make a chart of those things, and you can find how many disorders in Kumari and Kumkuma are indicated through the Nigantus. So if you can go to the net, and you can also find what is the some good information is available on Kumari and Kumkuma also, because Kumari nowadays is one of the very big trade drug it has become, and in India so many acres of land is used for cultivation. And now earlier people used to make a cut and take the juice from that and dry it and used it as musambar. Nowadays the fresh gelatinous material coming out of it is collected, and there people have developed the good technology to collect that gelatinous resinous material from that, and keep that fresh, because if you want to use in cosmetics, that black color is not acceptable as a cosmetic. So that white colored resinous material, lightish yellow resinous material is stored like that. So there are many procedures. If you earlier people used to use that sugarcane type of thing machine, where the leaves are put, and usually that chlorophyll is used to come and some fiber is to come. Now they have evolved some good techniques through which you can cut open the leaves and remove the gelatinous material and store, and with minimal adding of storing agents are without that also. We can store that in cold chain and we can maintain the color and the gelatinous shape, gelatinous type, so that it can be used in face packs. It can be used in many of the now we can get even things are also available. Yes. Anybody want to speak? So industrialization, this can be done at the farm also. Some instruments have been equipment have been made which are available. So those can be used to collect the gel material in the farm itself and be stored in the stored, and it can be transferred to the industry so that they can get a high rate. If you make with what we call the sugarcane type of machine, sugarcane juice type of machine, you will get around 500 rupees per kg. If you collect the gelatinous material and if you can put that, you will get around 2000 rupees per kg. Actually, if you send this to US, you will get around $500, $1000. So that is where the marketing and value addition is making a very good income. So people are using this technology and they can sell to even Europe and US so that they can get high amount if you are able to get that. Even Kesar also many techniques have developed. So how people are doing that morning time and etc. So what is the culinary usage, cosmetic usage of kumkum, and how this Kashmir kumkum is the best one. Why? Because they are called as geographically that place is having very good quality. So geographical notations they are called in IPRs also, patents, that kumkuma, they only Kashmir kumkum can keep that name Kashmir kumkum. So others having not that thing. So you can go through the net and find out the historical things and how the trade is happening, how much kumkum will come, how it will be transported, and in where, in which industries this can be used, and how therapeutically more research happened on kumkum and kumari. So people have developed so many techniques. Now you can get the juice to drink, you can get the fresh gel, same gel which is packed and it can be it is available nowadays. So these are all the things which made the technology, because of the technology these are available to the people, and that value additions have happened. You can go through the net and you can find out some of these value additions in your assignment thing, isn't it? So if anybody is having any doubt, now you can ask. Otherwise, we'll close the session. Anyone? So now we'll if you have any doubts, you can tell. Today's what assignment I have given is you can find these things from Nigantus, and you can also get the Kumkuma good photographs also, and the Kusumba how it will looks, marigold how it will looks, that also you can see. You can get some good photographs, how comparative photographs are also available in net, and the trade levels of Kumari and Kumkuma, because these are the most traded drugs nowadays and earns thousands of crores of income to our country and other countries also getting. Because of Kumari, many countries are getting agriculture people, and it is one of the most traded medicinal plant. So one more thing, last assignment many people have done. I am very happy because you could do some work and you have come with some good inputs, and you have found out how the haridra, the fresh haridra will be made into dry haridra, because many people doesn't know that simply if you pluck it and if you put for drying it will form, but it is not like that. You have to boil it, then you have to dry it, then you have to remove the outer coating, you have to make shining, isn't it? So many things are there, so that the Haridra dry rhizomes which are available are coming. So without boiling, it will not come. If you put it drying, so it will not, you will not get that dry, that rhizome nature, what we are getting, that starchy nature. So that is the one of the thing we should know. So same type, you can also find out in net how this ardraka will be made into shunti. How this ardraka, ginger, fresh ginger will be made into shunti or dry ginger. There are different gingers available, not only in India, it is available from various countries also. So what is the difference between Indian dry ginger, that is our shunti, which is we get with whitish that thing, and others, that also you can find what is the difference, how it becomes our shunti and simple dry ginger. You can also find, and you can talk with me. So you can send to that mails what are there. With this, we'll end the session. Anybody want to speak? Otherwise, I am closing.